Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Awesome Cook. I'm Jake Sikora, and on this week's episode, I am going to do something that's simple and easy. I just came back from racing at an 8K, and I want to do something very simple and hands-off for dinner. Even though I do cooking, sometimes, and I'm sure a lot of you out there don't want to put a lot of effort, but want something that's good and healthy to eat. So this is a shrimp cabbage soup. It's absolutely going to be delicious and super easy to make, and it's going to be in a slow cooker. And again, it's 0 points. It's going to serve 8 people, so let's get started. Here are the ingredients that we need for our shrimp cabbage soup. So of course we need a head of cabbage. We will need some shrimp. You can use any size shrimp you like. This is something that I got at Aldi. It's called cooked salad shrimp. And we're gonna set this back in the freezer. We don't need this at this time, but because it's one of the last things, since they're cooked, it won't need to be in the slow cooker that long. And then I got a can of fired roasted tomatoes, diced, some mushroom. Of course, you can use fresh on any of this. A can of tomato sauce, pepper, some carrots, garlic, chicken broth, fat-free, and this happens to be reduced sodium. And then I am adding one of these Lipton's recipes soup mixes. This is the vegetable kind. There's many different kinds. You can use whatever you like, or you can use a different kind of seasoning. But again, I'm trying to make this pretty simple and easy to do. So let's get these vegetables prepped up and put them together. Okay, so I have all the vegetables chopped up in here, and you can, even though I showed certain vegetables, you can always add or delete any kind of vegetables that I don't have in here. For example, like I added onion, it's all the way at the bottom because I forgot about it, and I had onion and I added it. So you can very much edit this kind of soup for how you're liking it, however you prefer. So I did drain the can of mushrooms. I'm also draining the can of diced tomatoes that I'm laying on top. The tomato sauce. And then the seasonings going on top. And then I'm going to add the chicken broth. Again, you want to get it wet where it's just covering. You don't want it to totally consume. Because it will reduce down. And if you're out like I am, just going to grab a measuring cup, you add some water, and that's okay. And you just want it to have enough where you can see the liquid. Because remember, in a crock pot, it's going to reduce down. So I'm going to do that, and I added about like 2 cups of water to what I had. I did not have a full thing of broth. So I am going to let this cook on low for about 5 to 6 hours. You can do it on high. If you do it on high, you could do it about 4 to 5 hours. Then I'm going to come back when the shrimp, I'm going to add that. Also, you want to probably check on this and stir it around periodically, or you can let it go. That's fine. That's not a big deal. I'm just going to check on it just to make sure I don't have to add any more water, but we'll come back when it's time to add the shrimp. Okay, so I'm back. It's been 6 hours It smells amazing. And actually it's ready to serve. However, we're gonna add shrimp to this, and you can add actually any seafood you like. Pretty much it could go into this kind of soup. You can also do any kind of meat, but of course you have to, if you're gonna use any kind of meat, you'll have to figure out the point value for that. So let's open this up. And I'm going to show you the consistency. Like I said, you don't want to add a lot of liquid, just enough that you can kind of see it, because a lot of it gets reduced down as it cooks over the hours. So even though you can see it a little bit boiling, I did turn off the heat because the shrimp is already cooked, but it was just frozen. So you only have to put this in the last 5 to 10 minutes before serving, because it's not going to cook that long. We're only thawing it out because, like I said, it's been cooked. So we're just going to stir this in here and let it plump up and turn a pinkish color. It looks amazing already. Close the lid up. And we'll be ready to serve. So I'll come back in about 10 minutes and try it out. So I'm back and I have the shrimp cabbage soup all served up. Smells amazing. That's delicious, and it's gonna be so filling with all those veggies and those flavors. It's 0 points for serving, and it makes 8 servings. It's a great way on those cool spring days or days that you need to run out, and you can prep the vegetables ahead of time and just throw it in the crock pot and just have it ready for you. And then you can even freeze the extra. Soup's a great way to, for those who meal prep out there. I hope you enjoy that. And if you are new, please hit that red subscribe button, leave comments. Also follow me on Weight Watchers Connect if you're a Weight Watchers member. My screen name's J.A. Sikora 1981. That's J-A-S-I-K-O-R-A 1981. Until next Monday, stay awesome.